Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of polytetrafluoroethylene production simulator. Today we're going to be making some polytetrafluoroethylene, at least that's what I hope. So you see, the first thing we have to do is, well, we've already got the methane, we now need to chlorinate it, which needs a continuous stirred tank reactor. This guy, CSTR. It might have one in storage, although I doubt it. Yeah, it's not here. There might be one upstairs. We'll go check. Or maybe not. No, there's definitely not one here. I think it got used over here. We'll make another one. And it ain't too bad at all. It's literally just 10 cables is all we need, and we have none of them for some reason. This is also a Supersymmetry machine, I think. It's cool. So the machine's Supersymmetry seems to add is the wonderful, as we all know it, the wonderful continuous stirred tank reactor, the roaster, and I think some other ones. Anyway, so this is where the methane needs to be pumped into, is this guy here, who's going to be loaded with chlorine. We have drums of chlorine still from way back when, and we have not used them for anything. Which I think this is a good starting point for using our chlorine. We're going to need some polyethylene piping, and I don't seem to have any on me for some reason. I think I might have dropped it off somewhere. We're going to go check. It might be here. Probably, yeah, definitely here. So what's going to happen is this is going to be piped underneath. This will go into the CSTR with the chlorine, which is going to probably come from the other electrolysis plant, which does produce hydrogen, but that gets sent to the gas turbine system, producing steam, of course. Alright, so the methane arrives here at this place, becoming chlorinated methane mixtures. This could be processed in the distillation tower. I don't really need the other products, though. Eventually, we might upgrade. I don't know. Distillation towers get very big. And that would probably go through whatever machine is up there. So we'd probably have it, like, over in that direction, because there's no machines up above us. I do need to check on these guys, because these guys have an energy problem where they just run out of batteries. The batteries run out of charge, basically. So every once in a while, you need to shift them around to prevent them from not having any energy. And I don't think they actually are having that problem right now. Which is nice. This guy doesn't have any problem, even though he's got like the most of these electric furnaces for some reason. Let's see. Dang, we are producing a lot of goodies. Now, we have a distillery upstairs. We can go harvest that for components. It's, this is the junkyard, as I like to call it. This is where machines go to die. If the machine is not, if it's not doing anything, it's up here, basically. And that's because it was up there once doing something, and now it's not anymore. So this CSTR needs to be switched its direction so we can actually point it like, this, and then fluid auto output enabled. What setting do we need this on before we even consider having it on? Hold on. I need to look at the settings to see what we need to do with the chlorinated methane mixture. This goes through distillation on the, first setting would be tetrachloride, second setting is chloroform, which we don't want, and third setting is, this stuff, dichloromethane. Wait, we want chloroform, don't we? We want chloroform. Of all the things we want. This guy, okay. But if you do this in the distillation tower, you get, like, everything. Everything for it. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna set it to the second setting. There we go. And, output. Nice. Chloroform. This stuff is very dangerous. And then, we need to do another thing, which is, you could technically make carbon tetrachloride from chloroform, but we don't want to do that. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to do, this. We need to add hydrogen fluoride to the chloroform to make acidic chloro-difluoromethane. And I think we need to pipe HF over to here so we can do that. Yeah. Yet another CSTR is needed for this too. The piping does not need to be special. I'm pretty sure you can just do this in polyethylene pipes and you'll be fine. The reason for that is that the actual hydrogen fluoride should not be acidic. It's just like, I think it's similar to hydrogen chloride, where the gas is not acidic, but if it comes in contact with water vapor, then it just becomes very dangerous. Although the big question is, where's my HF? Do I even have any HF? Well, I think we need to make some, we need to process some fluoride. We still do fluoride processing over here because I don't need to change it right now. I don't even need to bother with this. As you can see, sulfuric acid does its job. Everything does its job. Well, I need even more fluoride because apparently the machine stole all my fluoride, turned it into hydrofluoric acid. What? My machines are robbing from me. Okay, well then, I guess we can try the trick of getting up to the surface using the, I believe it's just /spawn. Oh wait, yeah, it is. Okay, /spawn will just take us up there. This is from, I believe, FTB Utilities, or whatever it is. And it takes you up to the surface, like a portal. Really handy. And then we need to go down. From back in the day, when we used to live on the surface, we dug a hole. And then we did not live on the surface anymore. Oh, there's even salt up here. Dang, maybe I should mine some of that and bring it down. Unfortunately, we can only get 160 fluoride. Fluoride is a kind of blue-green color. It's kind of nice. I like this color. Anyway, we're gonna bring this down with us. Prospected 1 new veins. What? What? Huh? What? How does this? Oh. I know they changed something with this. Alright, so I need to reset up this hydrogen fluoride processing because it needs an extra pipe. This does not need to be here. This does not pipe anything except for water, I think. And then we can just move down this pipe here for sulfuric acid to pipe into the bubble column reactor, which we're going to move down. Alright, that should do the trick. We just gotta process our insignificant amount of fluoride. We just should not have enough fluoride, honestly. We're probably going to need a bit more. Let's go check what happens when it gets ran through there. And see what happens. We need to make sure this works because I don't know if it works. I don't think it works anymore. I think it needs a water pipeline, which takes water and shoves it in. Yeah, that's the bubble column reactor done. This should have hydrogen fluoride in it as it processes. Alright, so I'm going to leave a barrel there, that way we can at least get some of the hydrogen fluoride before it gets turned into hydrofluoric acid. We could use a fluid regulator to regulate the amount going in. I do have one, and I accidentally made one of these ages ago when I was making a pump. This guy. I have never used a fluid regulator before, but I can only assume it does good things. Alright, so this can only allow, oh, it's got like a transfer any. Okay, well, let's go ahead and set this guy down to like 250, I think is what it needs for the recipe. That means it can only do the recipe and no more. And then this guy should be accepting all of the hydrogen. Hydrofluoric acid? No. That is not how that works. What? Should be on import mode. It's basically a mechanical arm, but like for, I guess, you know, liquids. And that gives us a greater yield of hydrogen fluoride from that. Alright, so we're gonna have a CSTR reactor right there. Continuous stirred tank reactor. This is going to accept any... Oh no. I just destroyed all the chloroform. No, this is bad. Well, get this guy back to work. We need this guy making methane so we can get back to making chloroform. This is important. This is why... No, you don't keep plungers in your hot bar. You don't keep them inside these things. Except for this guy. I don't need steam. Okay. I need a new tool for mining because mine just broke. So we're going to spend some stainless steel to make a mining tool. Yeah. We're just 1 pipe short, and I think we can just connect this. I don't know what's going to happen if we connect these pipes, but I can only assume it's something good. Yep, and it was good. Okay, now we got to connect the rest of the pipes. Alright, this should do. We're getting our methane being produced. It's going to be sent over to the, here, and react with chlorine, which we need to add more chlorine in there. That's pretty low on chlorine. So chlorine goes in there, and it's getting produced in the chlorinated methane mixture, distilled to chloroform, and then sent over to here. Well, that's the hope, at least. Yeah, I think it's ready. Alright, so we just press this button. Press that button. Nice. And this requires... Oh my. You want to know how much it requires? Well, it requires a lot. Yeah, I think it requires 1,000 of this. which we produce in the distillery for like not as much as we need more hydrogen basically. Oh wait, we got the wrong machine. No way. Bubble column reactor. Dang it. I think the bubble column reactor actually costs a huge steel pipe, so that is not very fun, but I'm sure we can handle that. We already have quite a few of them somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I got one. So all we need to do now is make the bubble column reactor. Right here. Oh, we already have one. Wait, what? Is it the same thing as what we have over there? Huh? What is this? Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, I don't need to make a new one. Yeah, let's go. Thank you, machine graveyard. Alright, so this is the bubble column reactor. It connects into there. We're going to dump some of our hydrogen fluoride into there. We're going to dump the chloroform into there, and then we're going to go ahead and laugh at it as it does its job, making 750 of that. This needs to be centrifuged for hydrochloric acid, which we can then reprocess back down to probably chlorine and hydrogen. So I might be able to just completely recycle all of the process, so I want to see if we can do that. Centrifuges are stored in the box for ore processing graveyard. This is the ore processing graveyard. You can see we have one centrifuge left over. This, of course, is going to handle basically, you know, the wonderful substance we have produced in this guy. And then we're going to find out how to turn hydrogen chloride back into all the stuff we need. So everything gets sent over to the centrifuge, which I just slapped aside. Yeah, it's fine. So this goes through the centrifuge with water. Thank goodness there's a water pipe up there. The water goes into here with this, and it should just centrifuge, right? Unless it does not do that. Acidic chloro... whatever. Needs 3,000 liters, so we need to wait a bit. Yeah, we need to wait for like 4 cycles of this. So the hydrochloric acid can be turned back into, probably somehow, we can get the, oh wait, what? You can make chloromethane solution here with hydrochloric acid and methanol? What? Well, we can distill it back into hydrogen chloride. We can then turn the hydrogen chloride into, somehow we can get that back to what it was. Huh. So if we send it to a continuous stirred tank reactor, we might be able to make vinyl chloride, which we need for polymerization to produce basically polyvinyl chloride. We could do that if there's no other options, but I want to see if we have any other options that will allow us to do better than that. Which I mean, I hope there is other options. The only other option would be to turn the hydrogen chloride back into chlorine somehow. This is the goal. So the only way to get your chlorine back from this is using a fluidized bed reactor, which we do not have, unfortunately. So this is basically what we're trying to get. We don't have any of that. We can't make that hydrogen chloride. And what can we do with this? Well, absolutely nothing. However, we can make the vinyl chloride. And all we would have to do is pipe ethylene over, and yeah, that would work. My gosh, we have 652,000 buckets of oxygen just sitting here. It's insane. That is not how you put oxygen in? That's oxygen. What? No, I don't want any oxygen. I want to put some in. Yeah. We're producing about 1,000 over a year, but I have to move it by buckets, which I think eventually I will actually, maybe I will just do that myself. I don't know. I really want to upgrade it to not be one of those tiny electrolysis plants because they are very, very bad. Now, over at the other electrolysis plant, we have a barrel of chlorine that I've filled up from the saltwater plant here. We're going to use this to pump chlorine over. We're going to use the saltwater plant, probably. Or we could do a secondary plant, I don't know. We definitely need a chlorine plant of some kind. And it needs to be near this area. Or just already existing. We could use the existing infrastructure. We don't have automated chlorine piping to anything. So, it should be no problem. And that's going to do its thing with the hydrogen fluoride. And we should be able to hit it very soon. In fact, right now, it's processing. And that's going to give us the next stage. Now, I did harvest some components from the old heat exchanger, which we're going to repurpose for an electrolysis plant. Okay, so chloridifluoromethane needs to be processed at this next facility. I don't know what it needs to do. But we've got, oh. Hey, we're getting places. So we processed this to chlorido. Oh, wait, no. What? Wait, what if I do this and it's just not compressed? What? No, I need to make it acidic again. No. I've made a mistake. We've turned it into refrigerant. We don't need refrigerant. This is a waste. But I have to throw it away now. Give me my hydrogen chloride back. Okay, well the centrifuge is waste. And we need to actually have a pyrolysis oven. But I think we'll save that for next episode. Between episodes, I'll probably have the next electrolysis plant set up and get the chlorine piped over. Also replenish some supplies, because we do need to replenish some things. Mainly MV motors.